Welcome back, everybody. Hope you are all doing very well. Today's date is October the 21st. I apologize for my absence. I was with my family for 2 weeks. Twice a year, I got to see my family, and I love those moments because they're about 75 years old now. So, spending time with them is extremely important. So, make sure that you're always seeing them when possible. Even though crypto is going to be extremely volatile, it's an ever-changing market that will always be here. So try to make the time for the things that are extremely important. So welcome to my new office, everybody. Just moved to the brand new house and I'm settling in very nicely. And I hope to provide you with some of the best technical analysis updates possible. My name is Philakone. For those that don't know me, I've been in the crypto market now for about 9 years. I've had the pleasure of experiencing two major bull markets and two major bear markets rather. And I'm here to give you an update to try to help you navigate through this possible third upcoming bull market and also possibly one of the last bull markets that we could ever heavily capitalize on before regulation comes into play, before the market cap of crypto gets too astronomical. And then hopefully we can catch a lot of these newly emerging coins and these new sectors such as especially AI and more so gaming that's making lots of headway lately. So welcome back and let's just jump right into it. So Bitcoin has finally broken out of these major patterns that I've been expecting it to break out for a very long time now. This particular pattern ended up holding for about 215 days. And by the way, guys, I'm back for about 1 week and then I have to take off for the last time for 4 days. And then after that, November the 1st till the very end of the year, I plan to be day trading extremely hard with my elite Discord tier private trading group. My goal is to grow an astronomical amount of capital from a small amount with a challenge. And with my elite tier Discord group, I call every single trade that I take. I navigate them through my daily process of finding a coin to trade. And I also narrate when I'm in the position. And I always talk about it before I enter as well and how to mitigate my risk. What's the risk to reward? And also when I exit the trade as well. So if you guys are interested in day trading with me, I've got my elite tier Discord group. Only 5 members can actually join a month. That's it. So November's slot is open. Take a look at the link below. If you guys are interested, DM me. And I'm going to give you a lot more information on it. And I hope that we can day trade together. So let's get back right to this. So you guys can see here that this trend line is a very prominent trend line in my opinion. It now formed for about 215 days before it finally broke out. And you can also see that not only is it a beautifully formed trend line, but it also makes a channel as well. And within this channel, you can see multiple points. Above it are bull traps, below it are bear traps. Now, I personally see Bitcoin with 3 key levels right now. One is around the $66,000 level or 55, which is above the previous high, as you can see over here. So if I had to make one guess right now, it would be that it would retest within these periods between about 65 to 66K. That's where I'm willing to put more eggs into the basket, add more to the portfolio, and also take some swing long positions, but not too aggressive quite yet. If there's a bounce in these particular places, you can expect it to test roughly $70,000 next, which is the next high over here. If that ends up getting taken out, then you can expect it to hit roughly $72,000 up over here. And I think that the best time to be aggressive in this market would not be right now, but more so once the all-time high gets taken out. Once the all-time high gets taken out, there's most likely going to be some retest. And with the retest, whether it be the previous all-time high and we bounce, and as soon as we bounce from it, and then it breaks the previous high right over here, we're going to see some astronomical numbers move to the upside. So my prediction is very simple. A retest here first, which will bounce. Then it's going to hit 70K, and then eventually 72 to 74K will be retested. And I believe that by the end of the year, we're going to see all-time highs. So if we take a look right now at some other factors such as Bitcoin dominance, we're seeing it move to the moon right now. So Bitcoin has gotten to about 69K. That was the all-time high recently, okay? But the Bitcoin dominance, because of it being so high, the majority of people, they have their capital right now in Bitcoin. And with it being in Bitcoin, we're not seeing a large surge in altcoin prices move to the upside. So because of that, these altcoins are staying stagnant. They're not just skyrocketing. So if we actually observe past data, what we're going to notice is that eventually Bitcoin gets to a certain Bitcoin dominance. And then there's a sell-off for Bitcoin. People are extracting their profits from the Bitcoin profits. And once they do that, the Bitcoin dominance ends up dropping significantly. And what do? They put it into altcoins. Last year, we saw a surge of 200x. For example, let me show you over here, okay? So in 2021, we see that Bitcoin's dominance dropped right around here in around April. Like, it started to drop ever since like January, the end of the year. People were taking some of their profits in January, and then they were just not doing much with it at that time. But it wasn't until May, June, and July where Bitcoin's dominance stayed around over here. That's where people were injecting it into the altcoin market. So which is right around here. So you can see that in January, even though Bitcoin's price, it goes to the upside significantly over here, it still constantly and consistently goes up. The Bitcoin dominance, it actually drops around the same time. And then over here, it drops so significantly that the profits were injected into the altcoin market, which ended up starting the altcoin season, and we got about a 200x gain. So I apologize, you guys don't see that part over here. So I'm talking about Bitcoin's dominance down over here, okay? Where it significantly dropped and stayed stagnant. And then you see total 3 right around here. That's where the altcoin market really started to take place. So my strategy is very simple. It's going to be extracting my profits from Bitcoin and then eventually putting it into the altcoin market. So that's it, guys. My strategy is simple. We're going to be riding Bitcoin. This has absolutely broken out already. And there's no way to see Bitcoin other than we're bullish right now. And we're heading to the upside. We also see how the MACD is trending here as well. It's got lots of momentum to the upside. We also see on the weekly how the MACD has also crossed over. The last thing that we want is for it to be a fake out and then crash back down, but it just seems like the momentum has entirely flipped right now. So we see, based off of the monthly returns table, that we're still doing very well. If we look at the comparative years, for example, 2024, what we're seeing is that we had 1, 2, 3, 4 red months in 2020. In 2016, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 months in 2016. And bear in mind that in 2016, September, October, November, and December were bullish. In 2020, October, November, and December were bullish. And then in 2024, there's still a possibility of having 4 red months in a row, September, October, November, and December. So it's looking great based off of everything that we're seeing so far. If we take a look at, for example, let's take a look at the historical risk and greed index. So right now we take a look at the ROI after the halving period here. So actually, let's take a look at the fear and the greed index first. It looks like it's gearing up right now. Okay, so we're not really that high right now. We're at 73. We had the lower regions over here that were getting brighter red. So it looks like there's still a possibility of staying in these particular ranges. It just looks like it's making a formation where it could possibly get to the upper greener levels. Okay, so let's just keep looking. We take a look at the ROI after the halving. We're like in the baby phases right now, guys. Like look at this right now, how we barely did anything. If we take a look at the other halving cycles, okay? Like for example, like right around here, like if we compare the years, these years here barely did anything at all. As you can see, like barely anything. It barely moved. So if you take a look right now, I mean, we're just at those periods where it looks like there's still a huge possibility to get to the upside. Like before in 2017, we did a 30.13 ROI, and then in 2021, we did a 7.86. My expected ROI is somewhere between at least 2 to 3, because we got to remember that as the years go by, there are diminishing returns, meaning that the market cap gets so high that it becomes much harder to double. So because of this, we're not going to expect like 5x, 20x, 30x, 100x gains anymore. We have to be realistic with these diminishing returns. So I expect anywhere between about a 2 to 3x. I mean, we finished the halving at around, what, 64K or something like that, around there. So even a 2x would be like 130K. A 3x would be about 195K. So I'm still very optimistic about how the market is going to eventually shape up. And then we take a look at other levels as well, such as the fair market value. Okay, you can see that we're still well below the fair market value price. Eventually, it's going to just completely flip to the upside. We don't stay below these levels for a long time. There's just a lot of metrics that are pointing towards a major bull market coming up, combined with interest rate cuts, combined with the elections coming up as well. There's so many fundamental factors combined with all these technical factors as well that we're seeing. So my ultimate goal is just to survive and get through and especially thrive in this upcoming bull market, because right now there's just lots of opportunity to dollar cost average still. And I think that those who are going to be aggressively getting into crypto and holding longer term, you guys are going to do very well. So I just wanted to give you like a quick 10, 11 minute update. I don't want to take up too much of your time. If you enjoy these very short videos of mine, all you got to do to support me is just hit the like button, guys, and subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't already. I'll be here much more available very soon. And don't forget, guys, there's only 5 people that can join my elite tier Discord trading group. If you haven't seen my live trading video that I posted today, go check it out. I'm always going to be posting tons of content for you guys to learn how to day trade, because my specialty lies in a day trading background, and investing is just something that I do secondary. So have yourselves a great night, everybody, and thank you for joining me. Bye now.